Jim and Terry Show, talking about things, current events, kind of related. It was Earth Day a few days ago.
Was it?
Okay, I gather that meant nothing to you.
Happy birthday, Earth.
To the Earth.
Happy birthday.
Whether you say it's 6,000 years ago or 4.5 billion years ago, Happy Earth Day.
It was formed.
It was formed. Yes, it was. Was there an active agent? Is I guess the
Well,
theological
of course, you know,
question.
I think there was.
Yes, I think you know. I think I know you do, and I think I know I used to try to figure out how that was possible. But then once you believe in the almightiness of God, then anything becomes theoretically possible, which means even laws of physics and whatever laws we have discovered about the universe are malleable. They're not fixed quantities, and anything can happen at any time for whatever reason.
Yeah, I guess.
In the mind of the divine. All right, Earth Day was a time to celebrate climate and sort of say carbon tax is related to climate. And isn't this a good thing that we're trying to reduce emissions and CO2?
When did this take place, Earth Day?
22nd, I think.
Oh, okay. So
this is now the
a few days back.
25th.
I was probably burning more gas than I should have, going somewhere I shouldn't have been.
Probably.
Yeah.
Whereas I would try to dim the lights for an hour between, I forget what it was, 6 to 7, turn off everything. And
yeah, I went out and lit a big bonfire and put smoke into the air and, you know.
Yeah, Happy Earth Day. Yeah, I was, you know, we got a new fire pit.
I saw that.
It was
Beautiful.
a gift. It wasn't something I got.
But you had to put it together.
I had to put it together, but that's what my story is going to, is the place of a fire pit in today's Climate Earth Day awareness. What do I do with a fire pit when you burn wood that produces CO2?
Okay, I wouldn't worry about it too much because, you know, we're coming into forest fire season.
Did you know there's a forest ban already?
Yeah, I know.
Ban.
So your little fire ain't going to do anything. Not a thing. Not contribute. Not even an inch.
It
Don't
does
worry about it.
contribute.
Walk. Just get a ladder. Get on your ladder. No, seriously. Get on your ladder. The biggest, you know, step ladder you can get. Get on that ladder. Go up to the top. Watch how many people have fires. It'll be you and you alone. You're adding nothing. Don't worry about it.
I do worry about these things.
Actually, I love coming home. Last year I came home one time and everybody had a fire going. I loved it.
It's like a little
tribal, the ambiance was
a little
like,
village.
Yeah, there was a fire over here, a fire there, fire where mine was. 2 fires at my house, but one was propane. I guess that still pollutes, does it?
Yeah, it's a fossil fuel.
Okay, there you go. So, and then the back, you could see the fire going in the backyard. I loved it. It was the
ambience. You do.
Poured
you're
myself,
all about ambience. And
poured myself a bottle of drink.
I'm all about measuring and quantifying stuff, and I'm saying, let me see how many fires is that times how many people in your neighborhood. How many is that, and what's your neighborhood contributing to?
But you know how you get around it, Terry.
Yeah, you rationalize everything.
You heard what I said. I went and poured myself a bottle of whiskey.
Drown your sorrows. Yes, we're going to smoke ourselves into oblivion. Isn't that a fun thing to entertain? My moral conundrum. Last week I had a ethical dilemma about Ukraine not getting a closed sky the way the U.S., UK, France, Jordan all sent fighter planes to intercept the Iranian attack via missiles and drones. And I thought, why can't they do that to Ukraine? Why are the Ukrainians the ones being blown to smithereens?
Okay. And
this is my new ethical dilemma.
Yeah,
I've got a brand new fire pit, gracefully given, graciously. It's a delightful thing, and I'm grateful for it. Yeah. But my ethical conundrum is, I'm not sure I can use the darn thing because I have such a strong sense of participating. In
Get out there and chop that tree down and just burn her.
Well, you can see I've got 3 or 4 years worth of kindling piled up there. And
okay, so 2 things.
So Happy Earth Day.
All right, the Ukrainian thing is I was just thinking about that 3 seconds ago.
Things have changed in 1 week.
Yeah, well, let's hope it continues on and they get the money they bloody well need. But I think because the invasion on Israel was thick, 400 missiles coming, and I think because if the Iranians had to hit some key targets there, Israel would respond. And we got to remember, Israel does have nuclear weapons.
They won't. Nobody is going to respond with a nuclear weapon. That's
Good.
the error in our conducting of war. There should be no war, first of all. There's no need for war. What is going on? I mean, we're 70, 80, how many years? 45, 80 years?
Well, don't forget the Gulf War, where the United States and the other NATO countries asked Israel, just take the Scud bombs. Just take them. Don't fire back. So that's sort of what...
Amazing that was
And they did
the
that.
advice. And
I
they
know.
did.
So they didn't shoot them out of the air. Like, they shot them out, tried,
Yeah.
but they didn't respond.
No.
They didn't send anything back. So I think that's the difference there. But I agree with you. It's time to really step up with this Russian absolute massacre.
Time to end it.
Time to end it. And I think if you flex your muscles strong enough, then Russia will come to some sort of a peace agreement.
Well, this is a case, again, of the war could stop. All Putin has to do is take his army out of occupied Ukrainian territory.
Yeah.
That would be the end of it. Hamas could end the war in Gaza if they would release the prisoners that they took, the hostages.
Which I don't think they have.
They've
They're
killed them
dead.
all. Well,
They're dead.
one was a TV release just 2 days ago. Did you see that one?
No.
Prisoner of war, taken from that rock festival, that music festival.
Really, eh?
Yep. So all these things are oxymorons to me. Like why this is going on is beyond
Well,
me.
I don't know why Russia's getting support from the conservative
Chinese.
and getting from the Americans, like the Conservative Party or the GOP, if you like.
GOP.
Excuse me, like Taylor Greene and them. They're supporting Russia.
They call her Moscow Marge now.
They're actually buying into the propaganda. And this is what's driving me absolutely crazy. And again, maybe she's too young to realize what she's dealing with here. But she's a danger, in my opinion.
She's not too young. She's
50. But that's still not enough to... I don't know if she's 50. She may
come
be
on,
older.
everybody's been through the public education system. Everybody knows
Yeah, but,
this
I
kind of
mean,
stuff. Not everybody has lived as long as you and I and has lived through the Soviet Union to know the other side of that. But that doesn't mean you can't read about it, study it, and be
But if
knowledgeable.
you don't want to read about it...
True.
See, this is the thing that bothers me about a lot of politicians and politics. I couldn't be one for the simple reason if I knew morally it was wrong what I was supporting and my constituents wanted me to support that, I'd be voted out. So I'd never be a career politician.
No.
This is why I don't trust very many career politicians.
You are supposed to represent your constituency, but
But how could you do that when you're saying let's save from the river to the sea? Let's save from the river to the sea. Are you kidding me? That's
genocide.
that's genocide. And to not speak out on that, and that's the way why I wouldn't make it in that world. I'm just not going to sell my soul for the sake of success.
And you think that somebody's soul has been sold?
Yeah.
Who would that be? The GOP?
Well,
in
a lot of
general?
them, yeah. I mean, come on. They know. Like, I mean, a lot of these guys, number one, they know the election was not rigged. It was not. And that other...
There was one that was.
Yeah, and that woman... Well, not only that, if it was rigged, we can obviously see that Trump was going to... He would have received the presidency. Wait, you said it was rigged.
Oh, wait a minute.
So
Yeah.
you can't have...
So he won a rigged
So
election.
so we can never
No.
have an election.
Yep, not
and
in
isn't
this
that
one.
what Trump said?
That's
Vote
right.
me in, and you'll never have to vote again.
That's right.
Oh,
right.
warning people, warning. Vote me in, and you'll never have to vote again because he'll eliminate the competition.
Let's talk about some of the specifics. One that links all roads go to Trump, or everything Trump touches dies, and that includes foreign policy dies at the hands of Trump, foreign relations dies at the hands of Trump, and people die at the hands of Trump. So he is indirectly, and I am reminded when I saw this, Trump support group, the GOP, putting out an ad saying, "Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago?" 4 years ago was the middle of the biggest pandemic.
It absolutely are better off now.
We are, absolutely, by every measurable...
Yeah, but they're not measuring anything.
Well, some people are, and
listen.
I'm
Trump
I'm a
still
firm-
goes to the mic and says
anything he wants.
he goes to the mic and says Biden's behind this, Biden's not behind. He has nothing to do with,
No.
can't have.
No.
Matter of fact, he can't have anything to do with the state in this area. And it's not even the state in this area, really. I think it's the city of New York, isn't it?
I think it's New York State.
Okay, New York State, whatever. He has no jurisdiction over what they...
No, that's a state issue.
Yeah, it's a state issue. It's not his doing at all, but Trump keeps saying it, and it's a
Yes.
flat-out lie. Now, all of the politicians, if they're in power, are smart enough to know that that is a lie, it's a falsehood, and they're supporting the man.
Yep.
You're supporting a guy who's a poser. He wants to be in the limelight, and he'll kill you, just like that comedian said on Saturday Night Live. He's going to kill us all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what he couldn't care less about his nation.
No.
Even if it's as long as he goes down in history. He just wants to be in the limelight.
Just to bring it up to date, Arizona has just indicted 11 of Trump's supporters, and some of them are part of Trump's legal team who challenged the election results in 2020. They're now being called to give account for election fraud and election interference.
Trump's been already named in that, too.
Trump's been named as another unindicted
Another one.
co-conspirator. And there are 7 other states who are prosecuting these election frauds that were perpetrated to overturn the 2020 election. But I'm interested in now the stuff that's coming out when our GOP head of the Congressional Intelligence Committee says that GOP members on the House floor are repeating verbatim Russian talking points.
Yeah.
There's something wrong.
Really wrong, and it's horrible. And it's horrible that the people are going to follow them. It's terrible. Because when I think of Trump, I just thought of it now, okay? People say he's being picked on. He's being picked on. This is coming after that. They're all from different directions, by the way. So that's like saying a druggie who stole his mother's car, and crashes it, and then they bail him out, and he goes home and he steals grandma's wallet. They fine him. He goes to jail for 1 month, gets out, is involved in a murder, gets back and go, you're picking on him. You know what I mean? That's what it's like with Trump. Nobody's picking on the guy. He's the one breaking the laws.
That's right. It's
And it's
not
just coming.
persecution.
It's not persecution.
Prosecution.
That's right. And that's a big difference.
It is.
Say it again, Terry.
Not persecution, as in somebody's picking on me. It's prosecution,
Yeah.
which means you broke the law,
You broke the
and
law.
the law is coming for you.
Yes. That's
I
as
shot
simple
the
as
sheriff,
that.
but I did not shoot the
I
deputy.
shot the sheriff. You're still going to jail. You shot the sheriff, you jerk.
Well, I think he did. And there's only hope. Hope that he will. Lock him up. It was said about Hillary Clinton. Maybe it's time to say it about Donald J. Trump. Bye-bye.
Anyway, sorry all you who love Trump, but